WROI Giant FM, Moose here with you, and I'm joined by two very talented young ladies who are here to talk to us today about Digital Wolf Magazine, Shelby and Jessica. So I see we're on our second edition, and it kind of makes me wonder, how exactly did you two meet?
Well, we did go to school together, but when we first started interacting and getting to know each other was probably in early 2018. Shelby was working for the Sentinel, and actually the first photo you took was for the chili cook-off. Mm-hmm. And then I started getting to see what you were doing and following you a little bit. But.
Yep, I got an email, and she had wanted to collaborate a little bit with me on an idea that she had. And first we started by combining my photography with design for collaboration, and she hit me with an idea of wanting to start a magazine, and I was all for it.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question of what gave you the idea to start Digital Wolf Magazine?
Digital Wolf started years ago as a portfolio magazine for some design work, and just kind of really didn't turn into a project that I moved forward with. And then I was in a history class of graphic design, and they were speaking about magazines and covers and how designers and photographers work together to create these magazines. And I thought of Shelby again. I was just like, I have to contact her again. And that's kind of where the Where Did You Meet came in.
So now, was that when you decided that Digital Wolf Magazine was what you wanted to focus on?
Yeah, I just knew it was just what we needed to do, and even if it was just a project for us to like expand our portfolios, then we never imagined it would turn into 2 editions at least.
So I know what goes on in a radio station behind creating a program, but what goes into creating an issue of Digital Wolf Magazine? I mean, I'm sure it's more than just going out, getting a couple pictures, slapping them on a page, and hitting print.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, actually. We worked our butts off the last month of December. The entire month of December, we were busy with magazine things. But originally it was a portfolio, like Jessica said, and because of this, we were just going to kind of highlight different people and get them to collaborate. So there's different people who are creative. They created for art, or they were doing something with their talents to work for the community, and some of them were collaborating together, and we wanted to show off their talents. Mm-hmm. And as a designer, that's what I do for businesses anyways, is show other people off, and I just wanted to keep showing these talented people off. And the first edition was all people from Indiana. Right. And that's kind of where it started, and then there was just way too many talented people out there. We couldn't just stick with Indiana. Yeah, we were going to keep it private, and it ended up being such a success. The people started collaborating together. It inspired us to do a second edition and make it more of a magazine. The second edition is less of a portfolio and more highlighting different individuals, artists, humanitarians, just a various amount of people.
Podcasters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, makeup artists, filmmakers, all kinds. Mm-hmm. And all of them have one thing in common, which is going by the theme of the human form.
That was for the second edition, was the human figures. Like, we either wanted someone to create with their body, doing something in the human doing something, yeah. So like the front cover was like our first vision of like a weird movement that someone would be in. Mm-hmm. And then also like if they created art in human form, like if they created people or some type of, it could be abstract too, it doesn't have to be
from literal to abstract. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, how does someone like me go about getting a copy of Digital Wolf Magazine?
You can order on our website now at digitalwolfmag.com. We have the first and second edition available to order, and then we also have posters available.
You were talking that this edition is focused on human form. So it makes me wonder, where do you get your ideas for your stories?
A lot of the stories are inspired by the people that we found. And so each person in here has something different about them that stood out, and we just wanted to highlight that. Okay. That special ability.
I guess the big question, where's Digital Wolf Magazine going from here?
Well, we have 3 more planned that we hope to release this year. our next one is going to be focused on Rochester. We just want to kind of, share our focus is art, community, and collaboration. So we want to share what's important about supporting local. What does it mean to have a sustainable community? Like, how can people get involved, and what can you do to help, your community where you live, or to enjoy the community where you live.
Okay.
So do we want to say what it's going to be called?
Go for it.
Okay, so we're going to call it Storefront Stories, and we're going to focus on the actual downtown and what the whole revitalization, and we're going to talk about the history, its current process, and what the plans for the future are for this town.
With some of the businesses closing down, focusing local and focusing on Rochester, I think will not only be a great issue, but just something that will really get readers to realize that Rochester isn't that bad after all.
No.
Right.
Actually, I wanted to note too, this has inspired me as a photographer and as an artist to realize you don't have to live in a big city to have big dreams. It's about motivation, not location. So by using this, we can build our community to be a even better place than it already is.
I couldn't have said anything better than you just said.
Yeah, that was great.
Being in radio, I always have people telling me, you need to be in a big city. The big cities where you go. And then, you get the news that iHeartMedia just axed a bunch of people. Yet here I am in a local small town radio station, and I can tell you right now, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, and neither is WROI.
Right.
Yeah, having a local presence in media is just very important for building our community.
Yeah, we've got our own telephone, cable, internet, radio, and even a newspaper all here in Rochester. And honestly, that's something that even a lot of big cities don't have anymore.
Yeah, we really want to emphasize and highlight what this town really does have now. There are really cute stores here. There are great restaurants here. Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of things you can do here. Mm-hmm. But some people maybe not know about it, or just kind of don't get out enough, or maybe there's organizations they can get involved in they don't know about. So we really want to help push the local support.
And both editions have done that tremendously. So.
Well, Jessica, Shelby, thank you very much. And unless you have anything else to say, I won't keep you any longer, and I'll let you get back to your busy schedules.
Yes, thanks so much for having us.
Thank you. And again, that was Jessica and Shelby of Digital Wolf Magazine. You can get the first and second issues of that on digitalwolfmag.com, along with a few posters. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming right here on WROI Giant FM.